are back on El Sampler Pod. You got Javi under the weather. He's here.
Storm.
Yeah, he's here only because I didn't force him. I just kind of like made him feel bad. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, we gotta record about this. Like, this is some crazy shit. Like, did you guys watch the press conference for Wrestlemania? Forget about EST coming out and Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. Forget about all that stuff. Like, realistically, the freaking cherry on top was the thing that happened at the end. Everything that happened at the end.
That was a mess.
That was like, I don't know if it was like, I don't want to think it was a pipe bomb. Like, realistically, from everybody, because it just seemed like everybody was on the loose. No, but it just seemed like everybody.
It seemed like it was a shoot, but it was a work shoot. They just kind of let them do their things, kind of like what Drew's doing, kind of like what Punk's doing, kind of like what Seth's doing. Like, everybody has their own little, where they're not going to offend each other, but yeah, they're going to bring some reality.
Except the only one that I think was getting offended and that has been getting offended since Friday has been Seth Rollins, because like, realistically, the man is like a punching bag whenever it comes to Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns just made him look like his little brother. Like,
he's looking worse than Cody, honestly, in terms of promos and everything.
Yeah,
he's looking really bad. So
it started off with Seth Rollins coming out, and the crowd was just okay that he was out, and he was like, yeah, so let's be honest, let's talk about what we're really here for the main event, blah blah blah. And then he says, let's bring out the American Nightmare himself, Cody Rhodes. And then Roman Reigns music pops up, and I was like, whoa, yo, the disrespect.
That was great.
Disrespect. That was
he can do
awesome.
Whatever he wants to, which is cool.
And he came out and played with the crowd, and he's great at that. You know what I mean? Like, especially as a heel. And then he made him acknowledge, blah blah blah. And then a lot of people were with the ones to the sky, bro. People love Roman. I told you. I mean, we were talking about this the other day. It's like, bro, like, no matter what, no matter where he goes, he's gonna be loved. Like, realistically. But anyways, he came at Seth Rollins, talking about his shoes, saying that he stole them from his wife or whatever. But then, more importantly, the Roman Reigns chose who he was gonna wrestle, because apparently they changed the storyline from Friday.
That I don't understand. That was weird. I know that's showing that he can do whatever the hell he wants to, but it kind of literally put everything on its head. Which, granted,
I think it's like they're switching up the story midway because of these the as The Rock called them, and realistically we called them too, as the Cody crybabies. Because of them, they're switching up all of it, and then it's just messing up with everything else.
I think it's like I was talking to you the other day. I just think they're creating two OP final bosses so that Cody can beat them at some point. That's all they're doing. That's why Rock's like, okay, this is a long game. Don't worry about it. I got you. Because he's turning heel. He's going to be like the ultimate version of corporate Rock. Or of Hollywood Rock. He's gonna be like Hollywood corporate Rock. So now he has all the power, and like he was telling,
like the Authority, kind of like the Authority.
Yeah, but OP. Like he was telling Triple H, like, hey, last time they disrespect my family, fix it. And I was like, God damn, bro. Like, straight up, I was like, I've never seen The Rock look that vicious. I've never seen The Rock look that vicious, which is cool, and I think it could work.
Yeah, it definitely.
I think it definitely worked.
And come on, man, you're jumping the gun with that promo, bro. Relax. Oh, whoa, you good?
Yeah, basically, I think I am, but just keep on talking.
Bro, I dead ass thought you were about to throw up, bro. Don't throw up on camera. But anyways, man, as he comes back from the dead, then the Roman announces The Rock coming out, and then The Rock comes out.
Music.
Facts. And then The Rock is doing his entrance for like 30 minutes. Nah, I'm joking. For like 5 minutes.
29.
But he's actually playing with the crowd, because you had a bunch of Cody crybabies cheering for Cody Rhodes, and then you had the "We want Cody" in there. Cody sucks. We want Cody. Cody sucks. Chants.
Kind of like Cena, like basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is fine, because... Oh, go ahead. No, I was gonna just say with the whole thing with the Rock, and I'm glad you were talking about the Rock first before Cody came out. It's like, okay, they're like booing Rocky, and then all of a sudden it's like in the millions.
Yeah, but everybody was
everybody responding. So it's like whenever the Rock would get close to them, it's like, oh god, he's a bigger star. Like is that aura? Like you can't go against it. Like that is what it is. He's bigger than wrestling.
The crazy thing is that he said it himself. He's like, you can. It doesn't matter. Like you may not like it. You may not want it, blah, 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 but you are certainly going to respect it. And then whenever he showed the family tree, which was crazy. That was dope. That was dope. The whole family tree of pretty much like the bloodline. Let's put it like that. And they called it the bloodline. What was it? The bloodline?
No, it said the bloodline. It just said the bloodline.
Oh, I thought it said something else underneath. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
But anyways.
And Fatu or something like that, probably.
I can't remember. But anyways, the bloodline, pretty much. And it was a crazy... That tree was humongous, bro.
It's like a forest.
There was a lot of people, including Trinity. Trinity was in there.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Which was dope. You know what I mean? Then you had Dana Garcia, which is the co-owner of XFL. Yeah.
Hey, she has kept him grounded. Like, she made him, literally.
You think so? For real?
Oh, yeah. Bro, she handled all of his business stuff. Without her, he has nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was proud personality and everything, but she was the one that actually, like, bro, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do.
Badass. Like, no,
yeah, she's the, like, he said it a bunch of times. Like, she runs 7 pounds. Yeah, but that's why she runs seven bucks or whatever it is. So that's why it's her, basically almost her company to a certain extent. Yeah, The Rock's the owner, but she's the one that that runs everything, that pushes the buttons, makes stuff run, makes stuff happen. So good for her.
So then the crazy thing is you have that, and then you have The Rock and Roman making, like, they're shaking hands, kind of like how they would do in Samoa, how Jay and Roman did before,
which looked cool. That visual was really
which was dope. And then, of course, whenever everything is about to be all said and done, you have Cody Rhodes, no music, no nothing, and then he simply calls bullshit on everything that they were talking about.
Yeah,
which is like, bro, yo.
You said last week that you were basically giving up your spot. So,
correct. You literally said that, and The Rock. And Roman called it out. He was like, you gave The Rock your spot, like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, you're a thing of the past right now, bro. Like, and then he called him irrelevant. He said, you're irrelevant as your father, bro. And I was like,
that was crazy. I was like, no.
He straight went for the jugular, bro.
Granted, that was, but I think that was kind of like a sideways praise almost, because he said he's irrelevant at his father, and we know his father wasn't irrelevant, so he's putting Cody at his father's level. It's a weird kind of backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
So I think that was actually pretty cool, because he gave him a compliment without having to look like he's like he's bending over,
like give it,
whatever.
Yeah. And then on top of that, you ended up having Cody saying that if your grandfather and then also your grandfather were to blah blah blah, they will be ashamed of you or something like that. And then that's whenever The Rock got serious.
Yeah, because then it's not his business. Like, it's not his business, and that's my only problem with it. It's like, yeah, he would be embarrassed. Why would he be ashamed? Honestly, it's kind of like if they bring out The Rock's mother to WrestleMania, and she's kind of like the high chief or whatever it is. She's going to be extremely proud, regardless of what the situation is, because they're doing what they're literally realizing their grandfathers and fathers' dreams. So that's the part. So that's why this is a bigger story. That's why the whole Cody thing is literally just a little part of this bigger story, this bigger bloodline story, and that's and that's the issue. That to me, that's what I don't understand. Are we trying to tell Cody's story, or are we trying to tell the bloodline story? What is?
I mean, like Roman said it. He said, "You were just a chapter in my story." Like with the promo. So then, the crazy thing is, The Rock, whenever he was showing the family tree, that he was like, this is just to show how powerful our family is, or something like that, or how much we have, how we are the greatest family in sports history or something like that. I think that's what he said.
Yeah, I don't know. Something like
it was
that.
something
Like,
along those lines.
Royal family or something like that. He said something like that, and I think probably they said royal. He may have said royal family just because of obviously Cody's song. It says there's more than one royal family in wrestling. So it would make sense. Let me see if I can find the graphic for the Bloodline.
Now
that was pretty cool.
Now the crazy thing is, whenever The Rock he just walks right past, because like The Rock and Roman are standing right next to each other. Well, whenever Cody comes out, and then the crazy thing is that once Cody said that about the family and things like that, The Rock got serious, bro. His mood just flipped, because right before then, Cody was like, "Oh, I choose you, Roman." Blah blah blah, and it's like, wait, hold up, bro. Like, what are you doing? So then, that's whenever they came out, and then Cody comes out and says like, "Oh, you call this a bloodline, blah blah blah. You call this a family, but where is Jay? What is Jay doing, or something like that?" And it's like, bro, Jay turned into a guy. Like, are you not paying attention? Are you not watching the same matches or anything like that? Yeah, that is clean, bro. That is straight clean.
No, that's crazy. The way they did it, they did a damn good job doing the whole thing. Let me see if I could make it a little. No, film.
You got Ava right there. You have Solo Sikoa.
I think
Jay Uso, Jimmy.
Isn't Jacob on there?
Jacob Fatu right there.
Yeah, Jacob. You have Lance Anoa'i, which he isn't in WWE either.
Samu, Manu, LA Smooth. Let's see, Tamina, Deuce. So
that's cool.
Question: Where is Umaga? Nia Jax.
Umaga is something Fatu. Is Eki Fatu.
I don't see him.
I don't know unless they didn't put the whole thing. I mean, because if not, it'd probably
Rikishi. Right there. Edward Fatu.
Edward, yeah, that's. Yeah,
oh,
I can't
but you know what I see. You know what I'm realizing? They didn't put anything under him.
Under who?
Like,
Zilla?
Under yeah, they didn't.
Well, I mean, it
Zilla.
was too big. I mean, what are they gonna do? Just put one?
I mean, they put one for Jacob Fatu. But
yeah,
I mean, but he's a bigger kid. He's a bigger dude. Like, realistically, like wrestling wise. Zilla just started. Like,
yeah, that's cool. Is Nia Jax on there?
On the top right.
Fanene?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Next to Rocky Johnson. You see it? Did you find it?
Where it says Fanene.
Yeah. There you go. So, yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. That's a big ass family.
Granted, they do
all into wrestling.
Well, granted, also remember that family is kind of crazy too, because a lot of it's not necessarily like blood related. It's more like blood brothers. So it's kind of a thing. But again,
I mean, like The Rock
choice.
said, it's like, hey, like we made a blood oath or whatever.
Yeah,
that's what he called
they
it.
basically took care of each other. It's different tribes kind of getting together. So now, is it going to be, do you think it's going to be like The Rock, the head of one part of the table, and Roman, the other head of the table?
I mean, potentially, because let's be real. Like, you ended up having The Rock slapping the shit out of Cody. You know what I mean? And he was not having it. He's like, yo, talk shit about my family again, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And like, cause he cut that whole promo off like, yo, you talk about Roman's family, like you're talking about my family. You know what I mean? And you're talking about my ancestors. So, which it was cool. And that's how
like Thanos. Look at
like, bro, the Rock, Cody Rhodes looked tiny next to The Rock. And
bro,
like, if Cody
Roman
looked tiny
next to The Rock.
Yeah.
And Roman's bigger than Cody.
Like, bro, like, come on, man. And then on top of that, you had like you just got a whole different vibe for from The Rock. Like, bro, The Rock
Seth Rollins
literally
was just there, basically there.
yeah. Like
I don't what. Why?
I kept texting you. I was like, why the fuck is he
They should
here?
have just left him. They should have left. He should have left.
Yeah. I'm like, why is he here? It doesn't make sense. Why is the man
he should
still
have
here?
just left because that was ridiculous.
And he ended up getting involved after Cody got slapped. It's like, bro, like this has nothing to do with you. Like, he didn't pick you. Okay, get the fuck out. Like, the exit is right there.
So after we already saw that whole mess,
I think The
where
Rock
do you
turned
think
heel.
this is gonna lead him? Yeah, The Rock, he did turn heel. Like,
Yeah.
without question.
Yeah.
Now, where do you think
I loved
we're
it.
going?
I loved it.
Now, where do you think we're going with this whole thing? Because that's kind of,
Well,
it's
apparently,
different.
besides everybody from the stage, I mean, not from the stage, from the podium or the commentator section, which was Pat McAfee, Big E, CM Punk, and Michael Cole. You had CM Punk, Big E, and Pat McAfee, all three of them confused about what the fuck was going to happen. And they were literally saying it. They were like, bro, like,
I don't know
what the hell.
happened.
Yeah, and then I love CM Punk cutting a promo on Seth Rollins. That was great. Side note. But
I mean, there's no love lost there. So
yeah. So
they
now
don't like each other.
I'm gonna tell you what I think it's gonna happen after we get the backstage segment, which was I can't remember her name. She was interviewing Triple H, and Triple H was just kind of like confused. Like, you know what I mean? He seemed off his game.
Everybody was confused. All you needed was Triple H doing
the J.
Yeah.
And then you see Roman, The Rock, and Paul Heyman all walking together. And then The Rock is like, this is bullshit. And then he's like, yo, this is bullshit, and you need to fix it, and you need to fix it now. It's like,
I was like, damn.
And apparently from what I heard, from what I keep reading, and things like that what The Rock said to Triple H that it got cut off was like, and you're fucking lucky that you can't wrestle, because I will kick your ass, or something like that. So then that's why Triple H was like, you're lucky too, at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just cool.
Because they got the beef. They
always have. I mean, they're great together. Like, their chemistry in the ring together was amazing. Like, they literally helped build each other.
Yeah.
Literally.
So now,
and they didn't like each other. That's the cool thing. That's how you know when you're a professional. You go in and you do business. If it works, it works. And let's go.
Fuck that guy. But
poor Triple H. Now I feel bad for him.
Fuck him. He fucked this all up, like, realistically. So it's kind of like The Rock is trying to clean it up, but then it gets fucked up again. And then you get The Rock trying to clean it up again, and then it gets fucked up again. It's like, dude, come on, man.
No, Cody messed it up for winning.
True. I was talking to Brandon, so before I got on with you.
That's what messed everything up.
And we were talking, and it was like, yo, realistically, if Cody would have never won, we would have never been in that situation right now. We would have just been all happy that The Rock, we're getting The Rock versus Roman. But no, all the Cody
exactly how it should have been from day one. That's what we wanted. We've been waiting for this match for like 6 years already. So why? It's like I was watching. I think it was 100% Wrestling, and they were talking, and they were saying, like, look at it from a business standpoint.
Shout out.
Yeah, but if you're a company and you have Cody Rhodes versus Roman, and Cody Rhodes versus The Rock, if you are putting money, if you are a sponsor, who are you going to put more money on? Rock and Roman, or Cody and Roman? Because let's be honest here,
you're going to have a lot more
people don't know who Cody is. In fact, a lot of people have no idea who the hell Roman Reigns is. Yeah. The Rock is bigger than both of them combined tenfold. Like, he's generational. He's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's Sylvester Stallone. Like, he's that level of guy, which is I think way above everybody else.
Roman is known a little bit more.
No,
than
not
Cody.
bro. No,
more than Cody.
More than Cody, yeah, but
more than
Cody. It's like,
because he's been on a lot of Tonight shows.
Like,
yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not arguing that point. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean, like
in terms of magnitude. It's just a margin of error.
Dwayne
margin of error.
Johnson.
Yeah,
and apparently he got his name. Like, he got
his name back. Yeah, when he signed. So now his family has that name forever. which is cool. So now they're gonna make money no matter what. That's awesome. But that's the thing. There you have like I said, you have Rock, which is a cough. Yeah, you have the Rock, which obviously he's the biggest star on the planet, and now you have him go heel, which actually a lot of his stuff as of late hasn't gone that well. Like the whole Black Adam thing, the whole XFL thing was kind of wonky. So guess what? Now he gets to play that out on TV.
Then I called you on Sunday and I told you that we were gonna get the Rock to be heel, that he was gonna get treated as a heel. Remember whenever I called you?
Well, he already has been treating as a heel. That was obvious.
When? Oh, you're talking about since he came back?
Yes. So he has been. What I'm saying is not so much about the heel or face. He's gonna use it to get a lot of shit off his chest. Like he's gonna use that because they might even bring that up. Hey, what happened to the DC universe? Boom. You know, it's like if you're measuring success, hey, I'd love to fail like The Rock fails.
Facts.
Like Rock's failures are more than everybody else's biggest success.
That is true.
So and that's where he may use that.
You mentioned the XFL. Hey, now you got the UFL. So now it's like, bro, like they're expanding. They're expanding. They're moving. They're making moves. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, The Rock got. I think, I don't know if it was like low key real or if it was part of the character, but I think The Rock low key got pissed off the fact of how the Cody crybabies were just like not acknowledging how big this match is, because this match is huge. Like The Rock versus Roman is huge.
It's the biggest WrestleMania match probably in the last 20 years. 20, 30 years.
And realistically, it's like, bro, like you guys are so stupid that you guys are not realizing this. Just because you want to eat your chicken nuggets and then keep tweeting, and then eating chicken nuggets and then keep tweeting.
Yeah, and that's cool. Like I said, with Cody, you have a million opportunities for him to win the championship. With Rock, this may be it. Like, he's not a kid anymore. He's 51 or 52 years old. Like, this is it. So
I was gonna say that apparently Triple H, after everything he tweeted out, that it was official. I'm putting quotations on that. Official that it was gonna be Roman versus Cody.
I don't know. Well, all I know is I hope they don't do this whole night 1, night 2 thing where you have Roman against where you have a Rocky against Cody, and then Cody versus Roman for the championship to try to
still never get Roman versus Rock.
Yeah, which would suck. Which would really suck. But I don't know. What if somebody else turns on them? Like, I don't know, like Adam Pearce or something like that, or Nick Aldis turns heel, turns on Cody or something. I don't know.
That would be hilarious. But it's like, bro, all the Cody crybabies like are literally all doing this shit without thinking about the bigger picture. You know what I mean? Because realistically, like it's gonna be we're in a story. And they're actually building a good story. And they were building a good story until you guys started bitching and complaining. I mean, besides the fact that Cody won the Rumble because CM Punk got hurt. You know what I mean? Because if that would have never happened, if CM Punk would have never gotten hurt, we wouldn't be in this dilemma.
Yeah, which honestly... But in this case, even though CM Punk didn't win, they should have just had Drew win. Or something like that. Because if they already know he was hurt, Gunther... that would have been it. Then you have Drew against Seth, and that's it, and we're good. Yeah. And then you have Cody against Randy Orton, done. Then you have Roman against Rock, and done. So it's super easy. But
so now my question is, what do you think is going to happen? Like, what is your prediction?
I honestly think they're going.
I've heard a couple different ones, so
they're gonna accelerate what I told you might happen. It's not gonna end in Madison Square Garden. It's gonna end at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, they're gonna have Cody win the damn title in WrestleMania 40. I hate it, but we're heading towards that. Like, it's almost inevitable, and it sucks. I hate it. I don't want that to happen, but it's gonna happen. At this point, what do you think? Logically.
So one thing that had me thinking was that since you got The Rock technically with the Bloodline, quote unquote, like realistically, like it finished kind of like, okay, like they're together, you know what I mean? So like you have a guy that sits literally at the table, at the board or whatever. Oh, he's coughing again. Oh. And then you have Roman.
What are you calling? Oh, look, he's coughing again. It's like I'm doing a play. He's about 2 years away.
And then you don't do that, bro. You're gonna start coughing again, bro. Come on. So then you have Roman running the ring. So then what if you got a little authority type thing that you have The Rock flexing his board status, which I think it's gonna happen.
Well, he's already doing it.
Yeah,
he's already doing it with the whole thing of telling Triple H fix it.
So
that's right off the bat.
So hear me out. So it's either option A or option B. Option A is gonna be The Rock is gonna force his hand, and then he's gonna be like, "Yo, I'm in the fucking main event, and then this is our match. I don't give a shit whether you guys like it or not. This is our match, and this is it." You know what I mean? And then he ends up putting Roman over as the biggest guy. You know what I mean? So then on top of that,
he's not gonna do that.
Why not?
Good, because he's gonna end up doing what's best for business. Or at least what's perceived to be best for business.
So you think that The Rock is gonna beat Roman Reigns if he were to have a match?
I don't think
I'm calling about
face each other.
Oh, okay. But in my scenario is that they face each other and then Roman wins. You know what I mean? He wins and then he's the biggest guy in the company or whatever. He beat everybody. Who the hell is gonna beat him? Type thing. So then that sets up for later on in the future that you have Cody Rhodes being like, man, I got screwed over, kind of like how you had the Daniel Bryan getting screwed over by the Authority. So you have the same scenario type thing. Except we obviously know that Cody Rhodes is definitely not even close to what Daniel Bryan was during that time. You know what I mean?
Without question. But that's where we're heading. And that's the thing that kind of frustrates me. We're back at where we were right at the end of the Rumble. Which was like, okay, Cody's gonna win the damn thing. And
option 2, hear me out. Option 2, since obviously we have heel The Rock, right? So then you have Roman versus Cody at WrestleMania, and then Roman wins by The Rock interfering and then doing a rock bottom to Cody Rhodes, and then you're gonna have the biggest heat possibly that you can think of on Roman and The Rock after that. And The Rock and Roman is still the champion, and then Cody's still being protected by, you know what I mean, by losing with the way that he lost or whatever. So technically you can still have him come back and have his full-on return story, even though that fucking Cody Rhodes has never had a return story because the man has only lost once.
Well, I mean, I understand where you're going with that. The problem is, I don't see WrestleMania finishing with a heel winning yet again for almost no reason. At the way they're at the rate they're going right now, before it would have made more sense. Having Roman win, having Roman beat Rock, there's a reason why, because it's more of a family tie. But now that it's just going to be babyface against heel again, that's the part where I'm kind of going back and forth on. I don't want that to happen, but it almost seems like it's going to happen. Like it's almost inevitable. Like it's like watching an accident.
I don't know, man. It just seems like they messed up big time, and they're like on the fly trying to fix it only because a bunch of fucking crybabies. Like realistically,
like I don't think they were expecting people to turn on Rock. That's first and foremost. They thought it was going to be like smooth sailing. The Rock, because The Rock was saying, "Oh yeah, I was ready." Bullshit. Like no. You're not. You ain't no damn Nostradamus. Sorry. I respect you. You're extremely smart, but no. Come on, man. Like no. Not even AI could have predicted that stuff. So, because even that night when The Rock came out, it was like, oh, great, whatever, cool. And then on the internet the next day, that's when it started catching on. That was the issue. It wasn't that day. It was the other day when it started. The "we want Cody" thing. Because on the stadium they were fine.
I think it was more.
And that's the part that bothers me. That's why now they're scrambling because now they're trying to show everything, and now it's like, okay, the bloodlines. So now we're going to join both bloodlines and whatever, at that point. Like, it feels almost sloppy, to be honest with you.
Because it's kind of like they're just scrambling just to get shit out. And realistically, it's just kind of like, bro, all of this is happening too quick. And then you're changing your mind. You've changed your mind 3 times already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in about 2 weeks.
So it's like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, everybody's just confused. I mean, like, I'm down for the storyline. Like, I'm down for a good story, especially if you got The Rock as a heel and The Rock with a lot of power. Like, I'm down for that. Sorry. But my problem is just that it's just going everywhere right now. We don't know, like, and like, it feels like we are taking calculus right now instead of taking basic math, because wrestling is basic math.
No, but then it's almost like we're forced into that. It wasn't really, it really wasn't the plan. But anyways, all right. So let's see what happens coming up in the next few weeks. Let's see what happens tomorrow on SmackDown. Let's see what happens Monday on Raw. So see what happens. All right, guys. So see ya. I ain't doing the piece today. I can't. All right. Bye.
Peace.
There you go.